Well, today I wanted to tell a story about me. Have fun. I am going to talk about myself. I'm going to tell you something that you probably don't know. My hair looks like Crappy Doodle, and I could probably use with a little hair dye and maybe a haircut, some makeup, and yes, I will say it, even some teeth would be really nice. But I'm assuming that one day God will provide me with the needs or the wants or the desires of my heart. My heart is to serve the Lord. My desire is to go to heaven. My wants here on earth would be hair dye, makeup, and teeth, and a home to live in. But until either one of those comes to pass, you deal with this most beautiful, awesomest, amazing God creature on earth. Yes, I said that. So, I was going through some stuff while doing said taxes, and I came across you. I'm sure you've seen this. It's construction kind of white paper, and it, it's so old. It's so bad, And it was so funny, so funny to realize just how much I was blessed back then, and how I have took that blessing and turned it into something amazing. And even though that some of the things I can't show you because it's the heart of Heavenly Haven, it is what made Heavenly Haven what it is today. And even though Heavenly Haven may not be everything that everybody assumes that it should be, but the funny thing is exactly what God wanted it to be. It was never about the company. It was never about the business. It was never about how much money. It was never about how many people I can get to believe something. It was about God. It was about the will of God. When we first started out, had no clue. None. I had a vision. And I'm not going to hold it up long enough for you to copy it, but this was my vision. So you kind of get the idea. I couldn't read and write. And I'm not no drawer. But I knew enough to know that God was like sculpting us into something. I didn't know what it was. I had a wide variety of different things that needed to be done. And I was just one person. So I knew I couldn't do it alone. And I knew that God was going to send people that was out there searching for the same thing I was searching for, that was looking for something that they couldn't find. And they would find it in me. They would find what their hearts desire through me. That God would use me. Can't read, can't write, barely can talk. I can't hardly even eat because I ain't got no teeth. And I sure ain't winning no beauty contest with this face. But honey, let me tell you, The love I have in my heart will amaze you. The love I have for people, whether you're rich, poor, or you don't know what you are. So let me share some things with you. When I first started, one of the things was homeless people. Okay, so they don't have the money to go to the laundromat. And 90% of the homeless people, including myself, been there, done this. I've got my trophy. Do their laundry in the creek, rubbing 2 stones together with a piece of clothes in between, then hang them from a branch. Been there, done that. I know how to do it. One of the things that I find, which was a great way to give back, was that I came up with a remedy of finding how to make laundry detergent, how to make toothpaste, how to make, just using whatever you could, just, making homemade stuff. And even though it wasn't the store-bought stuff, I didn't have the money to buy that. But I wanted to help the homeless, and I wanted to do it in any means possible. So, for some odd reason, God gave me the ability to search the internet. I'm not very good at that. But I was able to find every single thing I put in that little line. So, for a small batch of laundry soap, you need 1 cup of borax. Okay, borax is in a box in the laundry area, not borax, but borax. It's usually a white box with a green or a blue circle with like a little laundry thing in the middle. You need 1 cup of that. 1 cup of Arbor Hammer's washing soap, not washing detergent, washing soap. It also should be where the borax is. Okay? A bar of Nutella, grinded on a cheese grinder, grate it up real good, put it in there. 1 cup of OxiClean. Now, because some of us are poor, we don't have the money to go out and buy those big tubs of $17 OxiClean stuff, so we have to go cheap. Even though the Dollar Tree has went up in their price for this specific item, it is still worth its weight in gold. It is the Awesome OxiCleaner. Okay. It's powder. It's in a little white tub with a blue label on it. You usually can find it where the laundry stuff is. You take 1 cup of it and you put it in the container. Scented beads. These are optional. You can put them in there. A 1/2 cup would equal to a 6 pint, like a pint thing, 1/2 cup. You can also get that at Dollar Tree. You can get lavender, you can get whatever scent you want. Or I recommend Gain. Gain has the best smell I've ever found yet today. The smell of Gain, it works for so many different levels. So if you're going to do the scent beads, I recommend Gain. You take all these items, you mix them together in like an ice cream tub. Then the big tubs you get from Walmart or Kroger's. It will make one of those. This tub will last any homeless person don't have a place to put it. But for people who wants to help the people in the streets, you can take this, mix it all together, and take a 1/4 cup of it and pour it in a Ziploc bag, Write on the Ziploc bag that it's laundry soap, and then give it to the homeless people. This can be used to wash their hair. This can be washed their clothes. This could be washed their socks. This can be used for soap, dishwater, laundry detergent. You know, it can be done for anything that they would actually physically need. It is a great remedy. Cheap. The whole thing might cost you, if you use name brand, the whole thing may cost you $20, and you can make a gallon to 5-gallon bucket of it. You can make as much as you want. The recipe, you just double up the recipe to make as much as you want. And a 5-gallon bucket for me, my husband, my daughter, her husband, and their 3 kids lasted us a year. So I'm here to tell you, not only is it cost effective, I highly recommend it. And if you don't want to take my word on it, let me share with you where I got it. Now, a lot of people has their opinion about this. So I'm just going to show you the internet page. So I'm sharing their information. Okay. So if you want to know it, I would go to the Duggar Family blog, and they have the liquid. If you want to do the liquid. Now, the one I gave you is for the powder, because homeless people can toss powder in their pocket easier and they can have a bag of liquid. But if you're going to make liquid laundry soap, you would need 4 cups of hot tap water, 1 Nutella bar, grind it down, 1 cup of Arm & Hammer super washing soda, and a half cup of borax. And you mix it together, grind the bar of soap, and add into cooker with water. Stir container over medium heat until soap dissolves. It's melted. Fill a 5-gallon bucket half full of hot tap water. Add melted soap and washing soda and borax. Stir well until powder dissolves. Fill bucket to the top with hot water. Stir, cover, let it sit overnight to thicken, and then stir and fill your laundry soap containers. So that is the liquid, and you have the dry. So I hope you can use the laundry stuff.